Tonight, we honor the extraordinary courage, resilience, and compassion of the entire Panzi clinical team. Their work reminds us healing is possible, justice is necessary, and dignity for survivors must be fiercely defended.
In the Eastern Democratic Republic of the Congo, conflict has raged for more than 30 years, and tens of thousands of women, girls, men, and boys have been massacred and raped, with more than 6 million people displaced. That violence has escalated dramatically in January of this year when the M23 militia occupied Eastern DRC. Panzi Hospital provides desperately needed medical care and treatment for the massive influx of survivors of conflict-related sexual violence, even as the hospital staff themselves faced grave threats from armed combatants. And then, the Trump administration abruptly cut off the crucial aid that counted for nearly 70% of the country's health budget. Amid these challenging circumstances, clinicians at Panzi continue to deliver transformative care and healing. Staff at the Panzi Hospital Survivors of Sexual Violence Unit consistently choose the path of courage over despair. They stand against those who spread violence and against the cruelty and cynicism of decision makers. During my 10 years at PHR in Kenya, I've worked with a range of stakeholders across the region. So I know that Panzi's clinicians are exceptional. I've witnessed how they provide life-saving services to survivors and how their work has contributed to major victories in court, including their documentation to support children who suffered horrific sexual violence in the landmark Kavumu case. And I'm endlessly inspired by the resilience, commitment, and courage of the staff at Panzi. PHR has partnered with Panzi for more than 15 years, supporting trainings, mentorships, and advocacy efforts that mobilize clinicians to be agents of change. Our PHR colleagues in DRC, who unfortunately couldn't join us here today because of new US visa restrictions, continue to work hand in hand with the clinicians at Panzi as we speak. PHR and Panzi Hospital share a holistic approach to survivor-centered and trauma-informed care that brings together the medical and legal documentation that's necessary for survivors to access justice. We share a mission to end sexual violence and lift survivors through the power of the healing professions. Working together, we ensure that survivors don't only have their wounds treated, but their voices heard. Conflict-related sexual violence is a devastating hallmark of war not only in DRC, but around the globe. But the Panzi PHR partnership is a testament to what is possible when healthcare and human rights combine. Founded by the Nobel Peace Prize laureate and surgeon, Dr. Denis Mukwege, the 150 professionals at the Panzi Hospital Sexual Violence Survivors Unit provide an oasis of hope in a desert of despair. Due to the ongoing crisis in Eastern DRC and his clinical duties, Dr. Mukwege is unable to be with us in New York today, but his acceptance speech will play on the screens. Please join me in a round of applause as we present the PHR Award to the Panzi Hospital Sexual Violence Survivors Unit.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of our dedicated team of doctors, nurses, and staff, I'm deeply moved that Physicians for Human Rights has selected the Panzi Hospital Survivors of Sexual Violence Unit to be honored this year. The SVS unit was created more than 20 years ago when survivors of brutal sexual violence first arrived at Panzi's doors. What began as an emergency response has grown into a center of excellence, offering surgery, psychological care, legal assistance, and socioeconomic reintegration. Today, it lies at the heart of Panzi's holistic model of care, serving thousands each year and inspiring others worldwide. For 15 years, Physicians for Human Rights has stood with us in this work. Together, we have strengthened survivor-centered care and advanced justice, building the capacity to document even the most complex cases, including those involving children. In Kavumu, when more than 40 young girls were kidnapped and raped, our joint efforts led to the first DRC judgment recognizing sexual violence as a crime against humanity. Today, as Eastern Congo faces renewed conflict and sexual violence rises once again, the demand for Panzi's expertise and services is greater than ever. Our team is often working under grave threat and with shrinking humanitarian aid. I wish to honor the nearly 150 members of the SVS unit. This award belongs to them. Their compassion, skill, and dedication ensures that every survivor who comes to Panzi receives the highest quality of care and the chance to begin healing body and spirit. Thank you.